My name is Scott. I'm originally from Cincinnati, Ohio, 10 years in Chicago, and been here in Myrtle Beach since 1994. I'd first come in here 2 or 3 years ago. I had noticed at the house playing guitars that the pick was flying out of my hands, and I wasn't even aware that that had happened. I was losing feeling in this right hand, in the fingers, and ended up here and had that problem resolved literally in like 3 or 4 visits. I have a history of a herniated disc at L5-S1 that actually happened when I was living in Chicago, so it's 30 years old history on that. And so I was, from there, was just on wellness visits that I was doing, although about 6 or 8 months ago, for some reason I developed this problem in my lower right leg where I would walk and I wasn't rolling off my heel. As soon as I put weight on my heel, my foot just slapped on the ground. So it would be step, slap, step, slap, step, slap. And thank goodness I could have lived with some loss of feeling in my fingers, but that problem has been resolved. So I just continue on the wellness visits and get the adjustments, the table over there, and the decompression table that's sort of like stretches you out. Because like everybody getting older, you start getting loss of tissue and everything collapses, and that helps to keep things in good order and addresses any calcification issues you get as well. I've had exercises I've done in here early on when I first came in for the fingers, yeah. And a group of them at home that I've not been as diligent or as with them as I could have been. That and no surgery on the back, although the first doctor was ready to slice me wide open. Oh, in this office, that's great, yeah. I mean, I had gone to, a friend of mine has a doctor that he goes to that also does acupuncture, and I'd on his recommendation, I'd gone there initially first with my fingers thing, and that doctor wasn't available. The office didn't feel like a very comfortable place as compared to here. Everybody in here is real nice. In walking in there, the receptionist basically acted as if, you know, I was an inconvenience to even have been there. So I'm glad I ended up here as compared to there, because I've gotten all the results I wanted to get. So, I mean, what more can you ask for? Well, that's, in my opinion, Dr. Mike should be pretty obvious. He has resolved all of my complaints. And I know that, because I have had the occasional flare up in my back, and I drove by here one time. It was after hours. I do know that. I didn't know that when I pulled up, but they were still in here. They unlocked the door and threw me on the table, and I mean, so, you know, what more can you ask for? I was very happy with him and everybody. Yeah, stop waiting, get in your car and come on over.